Also, in response to the warning video, I'm going to put this one on, keep it short and sweet. Do not hire any of the FBI or anybody out there to sonic assault my kidneys. Again, with Parler, Parler, Parler. That's Parler. I hate the people on Parler, honestly. There I've said hate, and under definition of hate speech, I hate Parler, and I say things against Parler. It is nothing more than a private vendetta citizenry group from the CIA that's put out things out there in order to take off radicals from the Republican Party or any conservative nature. Which, yes, with most of the French Confederacy that still live here and have repopulated themselves and were seen on January 6th, yes. For all the Mussolini liberals, and granted the Mussolinis were all over that because I'm going, oh my God. And my cousin's already like zapped me with the other stuff from the Rand Paul Senator Committee going on. Colin, you better tell me how you know all these people and know all this. And it's like, no. No, you don't talk to me like that ever. And they go, all your other sources do. And it's like, they're not really sources. I'm just bringing up all the stuff they've ever done in front of me before as they sonic assault me. And you go, it has to be Russians. Just like, most of the other stuff out there, since basically that no one will arrest or make charges and they'll just let them go at the end of it. With the woke movement, this is total hate speech because it's against the woke movement. And, I mean, it's everything. It's all the liberal people that are with the Mussolini family that are going off there that were housed here because they can't be allowed on the old world continents. Black, yellow, brown, white, red, whatever the hell it is. And then all the other ones that are out there before. And they all said they were devout Catholics or didn't believe in castration, so they couldn't be Catholics. So they had to have a family and have their family housed with them in like a conjugal visit area so they could have kids. Same exact thing with the woke movement, Facebook, and a lot of them were just made by the CIA, put into people's brains or whatever it is, and had people sent out there so they could try and monitor and arrest and get rid of all of the ones that were on the liberal extremist side because they have to be extremists and they can't be middle of the road. And then they found out with Ancestry.com, oh God, oh no, there's so many of them. How'd they have that many kids? You gave them food stamps and $20,000 a year in the 50s to live on. Then you called them illegal immigrants so it could start a buffer zone war with Mexico again. Or Canada if you're in New York around Albany. With their kids not being able to get latte jobs. But at the same time, I just look at it and go, you're completely idiots. And I just look at it and go, after 4 years of Trump and Trump zapping me in the stomach and ripping my stomach open and everything else with his supporters because we all need to be fat because I'm like, I don't really support any president. You're in there and it's like you want me to give you blind support, a blank check, and whatever it is and say, oh, the power of my whatever if I voted for you. Because, it's like I've not had the president stand in front of me and say this, but going with all this, I'm saying it's pretty much close to it because we got three nuts that have been in there and are mad drunk with their own power. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are just, the sideshow acts with Manchin and what's the guy with the glasses that has the blue hands? I mean, that's seriously where I've gotten to with it. And I don't really care. Um, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, one of the reasons why he looks like he's got a big giant frontal lobe or front forehead is because he's been microwaved. Honestly, mine's just naturally big or whatever it is, and it melons out because mine doesn't always whatever knit together or whatever. And that's honestly because they sick prickles program on me, and it took out each one of the little bitty things there. So I just say whatever it is. With everything, and to one of the guys that YouTube supposedly has hired, and this is hate speech against YouTube, And I understand he was an out-of-work FBI agent and everything else. And they pulled him off of everything beforehand. Same way, and no offense, smaller towns in Knoxville, Tennessee. Um, McGeagle, we'll leave his name like that. Same way they pulled him out all the time before. Got fired from my job that I worked at for being too violent to me. So, with all the beatdowns and stompings from high school and stuff, and threatened by weapons of like knives and guns and everything else, and Secret Service details and Oak Ridge Secret Police and other stuff in elementary school because I wouldn't let a guy chew on me and he needed human flesh or else he wasn't going to be able to think anymore over circuit chips and everything. And just jerk my hand away from him. He decided to fall back and everything. But the other ones, I'll be honest, I kicked him in the knee and the shin. And it's like, do you know that they're one of our best 30-year-old agents? And I'm just looking at it going, how is it really hate speech there when you're assaulting me for 4 or 5 months going, parlor, parlor, and constantly hitting me in the kidneys to where they feel like they're bright red from the capillaries busting or my liver going, didn't drink enough and buy from our stores. And it's like, I don't make 90 grand a year. So screw off. I'm not an infomercial. Political Minute. Like and subscribe, whatever.